Hello, unlimited friends. It's Zara back again with Q&A about the law of attraction. And the question today is from Mustard 8, and it is about the role of anger. What is the role of anger in law of attraction and manifesting? So, first of all, thank you for your question. It's an excellent question. And, I know that from my personal experience because I was prone to be very bad-tempered. I would explode, massive big explosions. And yet I was taught that anger was bad. Just like you, I know you have also been taught that expressing anger is wrong. Throwing things around, shouting, screaming, display of anger is wrong. And that's what I learned. In all of this law of attraction journey and learning from Abraham, the thing that I've learned is that a display of anger is not in your best interest when other people are looking. But to suppress your anger, that is a really, really bad thing. When we suppress our anger, it builds up in our physical bodies. That pressure builds up, and that's when the explosion happens. So suppression of anger, holding it inside you, is not to your advantage at all. Never, 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 ever is it to your advantage. So what is the role of anger? The role of anger is to let you know that the way you are looking at things is not the way Source is looking at things. The way you are thinking is not the way Source is thinking. And as long as there is a distance between you and between Source, then there is a problem, because that is what it means to be out of alignment. When you are thinking in a manner that is not the way Source is thinking, you have lack of alignment. So what is anger? Anger is like a traffic light going red, telling us to stop thinking. Stop thinking the way we are thinking, because our anger is building up, and anger means we are going down the emotional scale and we are moving away from the things that we want. And that's not what we want at all. I want to pull things closer to me, not drive them away from me. I want to bring them to me. And anger is the traffic light that tells me that I am going the wrong way and I need to stop, and then I need to make a U-turn in my thoughts. What that looks like is, I hate my mother. This is how I used to think. I hate my parents. They are so controlling. They don't let me do the things that I want to do. But that's not how Source is thinking. Source is thinking, my parents love me. My inner being is thinking, Zara, your parents love you more than anything in the world. Zara, your parents only want what is good for you, what they think is good for you. And you, Zara, can get the things that you want without hating your parents for stopping you. Let go the anger, because what you want is possible. You see, I used to feel angry because I thought my parents were preventing me from getting the things that I wanted. But in reality, I was preventing myself. Because law of attraction says all things are possible. Everything I want is possible. No one can stand in my way. And when I think that someone is standing in my way, I am creating distance between myself and alignment, my inner being. I need to close the gap and get closer to my inner being. And that is when I will be able to manifest all the things that I want. So I discovered that anger is very healthy. And I discovered that I should always pay attention to my anger. And I learned that I should never display my anger in front of other people. Because other people don't understand where I'm coming from. Other people don't understand how I feel and how I think. So there is no point in letting them see my anger. Because if they see my anger, they can never unsee it. And now they are going to have to love me unconditionally. And maybe that's something that they're not ready for yet. Maybe that's something they haven't learned to do. And that's totally okay. Why make it hard for them to love me? I don't want to make it hard for people to love me. So I am going to display my anger. And I'm going to go out somewhere, usually into my car. And I'm going to drive away from my house. And then I'm going to display my anger. I'm going to go into nature and shout. I'm going to just close the doors in my car and roll up all the windows and scream. I'm going to cry and I'm going to shout. And I'm going to let my anger grow. Because here's the thing. Although it is true that if I did display anger in front of my parents, if I did display anger in front of other people, it is their job to love me through it. It is their job to love me unconditionally. But I don't knowingly have to make it hard for them. Because if I make it hard for them to love me, then I am not being unconditional towards them. So from being someone with anger issues, I can tell you that if I ever had a blow up in front of my parents, they always loved me. They forgave me many times. But the problem was I couldn't forgive myself. I started thinking that I wasn't a good person because I could not contain my anger. And that actually is so much worse because it erodes your self-worth. So don't do that. Don't tell yourself that because you feel anger that makes you a bad person, because it doesn't. Anger is just a tool. It tells you where you are on the emotional scale. And knowing where you are on the emotional scale is a very good thing. So I want to end by inviting anyone who's watching this video to join me on Facebook, join my private Facebook group. It's called Unlimited Life, Unlimited Mind, Unlimited Life. Go to my website, zmahoon.com, and learn about manifesting, because this has been a journey for me and I just love it. And I love channeling answers for people who are asking questions. So if you have a question about the law of attraction and how to apply it to your life, you are most welcome to leave it in the chat or communicate with me through my website. And before I end, I'm going to show you. I am in beautiful Cuba with my children and their significant others. And all of this became possible for me. I manifested this. It all became possible for me through an understanding of law of attraction. And you can manifest amazing, beautiful things for yourself as well. Bye for now.